Every generation, there's either a loved streamer or one that's hated by everyone. Starting things off with Gen Z, Rakai. He first appeared on the radar in April 2024, hopping on a video call with CaseOh, getting a cosign from one of the biggest streamers alive.
Yo, it's just like so just cool and just like wow, man.
Wait, I don't. Where you from?
From New York. From New York. Do it different.
Wait, what part of New York you from?
305, upstate New York.
Nigga, you from upstate?
Yeah, do it different. God did.
Wait, what part of upstate? Like Buffalo, like where? Like
Syracuse.
Syracuse?
That should have been the launch pad. Instead, it became the before picture. Once Rakai moved into the AMP house, the controversies started stacking. Casually on his phone while driving on stream, laughing while a homeless man ate beside him, crashing out on his own viewers for not donating enough.
For me.
Each one worse than the last, and each one treated like content. Then in March 2026, he competed in MrBeast's streamer tournament, a $1 million challenge, and somehow made that about drama too, getting confrontational with other creators on camera when he should have been focused on the competition.
Whoa. Chill. Security.
And just when it seemed like the tournament drama was done, another clip resurfaced from the same event. Rakai, after fellow creator Rubius got eliminated, hit him with the Take the L Fortnite emote to his face, on stream, in front of everyone.
He's going back to slingshot. Ain't no way. He's good at the throws.
He's emoting on him.
A toda mi comunidad.
Justice.
Cállate, niño, anda, cállate, niño. En fin, chicos, ha sido imposible, llevamos aquí 2 horas tirando. Yo creo que al final ha sido.
A lot of players already disliked him, and when Mari got eliminated from the same event and broke down crying, Rakai mocked her so badly, pretty much proving their point.
No, because you're bad energy, bro. You're bad energy.
People just don't like you because your reputation. They're like, nah, we're not doing it with this. Bro, I'm not the most hated person, bro. Yeah, you up there.
If I have a chance, I'm getting him out.
Yep.
He needs to leave.
Mari, I am so sorry. You're gonna make me cry.
It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It was an experience.
Love you, Mari. Womp. Cry about it.
Not a joke, not banter, just straight disrespect to someone who was already out. And then it got worse. Back on his own stream, Rakai went further, issuing direct threats toward her. On camera, recorded, still, no accountability, no self-awareness, not even a pause. The internet had seen enough. He's never gotten his kicked and put in his place, and it shows. He is literally like Black Jack Doherty, just legitimately more stupid. Bro moves like the villain in a Disney Channel movie and thinks it's a personality. The fact that he thinks this is entertaining says everything about his character. That's Rakai's story so far. A real cosign from CaseOh, a spot in the AMP house, and a place in a MrBeast tournament. And somehow every opportunity turned into controversy. Some creators never get a shot like that. Rakai got 3 and burned every one of them. But while Rakai wasted every chance, CaseOh made his own.
And the streamer award goes to CaseOh.
CaseOh was a 24-year-old maintenance worker in Clarendon, working 2 jobs, still broke, burned out, and frustrated. Years earlier, he'd bought streaming gear, but after nothing took off, he gave up. His mom never did. Watching him come home exhausted every night, she pushed him to give the dream one more shot.
Family. Well, the reason that I gave it another shot again in general was because of my mom. Because I was miserable at work, she'd hear me complaining like, oh, I hate my job, I want to go do something else. And then she told me that week, the reason I even, you could pretty much attribute it to her, because the reason I even tried it again was because that weekend, she said, why don't you give streaming another try? Just upload some clips, you're funny, see what happens.
A couple days before he started streaming, his debit card had been declined at a Family Dollar. A reminder of exactly why something needed to change.
I was working 2 jobs at the time I was streaming. And a couple days before I started streaming, my card got declined at the dollar store because of the 2K builds. I own everything I love. I went to the dollar store, the Family Dollar. I bought 2 bowls of noodles and a can of Pringles. Tried to swipe the card, it got declined. I just ran out the store on them, bro.
He didn't have what most top streamers had back then. Just a PC, mic, terrible internet, and a mobile hotspot. But he did have his mom, the same person who'd been watching him play video games every night since he was a kid, long before Twitch even existed.
And me growing up, I'd be playing Call of Duty. She'd come and lay in my bed with me when I was a kid, watch me play Call of Duty for an hour before she went to sleep. She always watched me, playing baseball at every game.
Before he even started streaming, he posted 3 TikToks of him playing 2K. went to sleep, woke up to 15,000 new followers.
I uploaded 3 TikToks that night when I went to sleep of me playing 2K. Woke up the next day with like 15,000 followers.
That momentum gave him the confidence to start streaming for real, and slowly it began working. He posted 6 TikToks a day. More people started finding him, and people genuinely liked what he was doing.
You absolute losers that keep grabbing me. I got a message for you. I'm gonna eat every single one of you. You're a loser! Yo, join the club of Banana Guard and Morty. You suck at life! This is my lobby. It always has been my lobby. I am the chosen one!
And he kept going viral, with more and more people starting to recognize him. So CaseOh had to make a decision, quit his job and fully commit to streaming.
I told my stream, I said, if y'all get me to 5,000 subscribers on Twitch, I'll call in and tell them I'm done. And I remember the night we hit 5,000. I was like, all right, tomorrow I'm gonna call my boss.
Within 9 months, he had 1 million TikTok followers. Within a year and a half, 1 million on Twitch. 4 months after that, 4 million. And by the end of 2024, he was standing on the stage at the Game Awards, winning Content Creator of the Year.
And the Game Award goes to CaseOh. Congratulations.
And the wins didn't stop. At the Streamer Awards 2025, he took home Gamer of the Year.
And the Streamer Award goes to CaseOh.
What's good, y'all? It's the 2024 Gamer of the Year award winner here. So if you're seeing this video, that means we also won the 2025 Gamer of the Year award, which means we went back to back.
Oh, but here's the part that separates him from every other creator on this list. His mom recently went public about the offers he's turned down. Game companies offering him millions to play their games on stream, sponsors lining up, and CaseOh said no to all of it. In her own words, he'll get offered a lot of money to play a game, and it's not his style. He's turned down millions. He knows his community won't watch it. He loves his community. He turned down generational money because he respected his viewers more than the paycheck. This man is the definition of staying true to your roots. He turned down millions for us. The least we can do is keep watching. That's why CaseOh isn't just one of the most loved creators of his generation. He's proof that you don't need a cosign to make it. You just need someone who believes in you, and the discipline to never forget who helped get you there. Moving into the Millennials, Ninja did the exact opposite. Originally one of the top streamers on Twitch, Ninja dominated the platform during the Fortnite era with record-breaking streams and unmatched gameplay.
Oh my god, dude! Oh man!
For a moment, it felt like Ninja wasn't just a streamer anymore. He was the symbol of gaming going mainstream, but that was also where the backlash began.
I don't play with girl streamers, man. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a life lesson, man, on what would happen. This is exactly what happened. I play with another girl streamer, right? A joke would be made, a giggle would happen, right? And then this is the YouTube video. Ready? Ninja flirting with so-and-so, Jake Ghosty angry?
In 2018, Ninja faced backlash after refusing to stream with female gamers to protect his marriage. But many viewers felt it sent the wrong message. When Ninja left Twitch for Mixer in 2019, the move became one of the biggest platform switches in streaming history.
I know this may come as a shock to many of you, but as of today, I will be streaming exclusively on Mixer.
Reports later claimed the deal was worth $20 to $30 million, but instead of making him feel bigger, it left him disconnected from the audience that built him. When Mixer shut down, Ninja returned to Twitch, but the old magic was gone, and a new generation of streamers had already taken over. That shift became impossible to ignore in 2024, when clips spread of Ninja trash talking stable Ronaldo on stream. And once that clip reached Ronaldo's circle, it didn't take long before he called Ninja out.
Correct me if I'm wrong, you blue-haired but I'm 90% sure the word fell off was created after your fucking career, if I'm not mistaken. I actually genuinely believe people started using that terminology when you stopped fucking streaming.
Ninja later apologized, blaming the moment partly on alcohol, but by then, the internet had already turned it into another example of Ninja struggling to accept the new era.
Roasting Ronaldo yesterday, bro. Like, first off, I've watched his streams all the time. Like, I was 100% just fucking around with him. I was obviously a little tippy canoe, might have taken it a little too far, but I've been watching watching Ronaldo streams for years.
But the real hate came when Kai Cenat broke a major North American Twitch viewership record during his Kevin Hart and Drusky stream, passing Ninja's famous Drake stream. Instead of letting Kai have the moment, Ninja brought up another streamer's record neither had broken, and to fans, it felt like jealousy.
I mean, I've been live for 8 minutes. I've had hundreds of people tell me my record's been broken, right guys? As of October 2023, first off, again, congratulations to Kai for beating my record. My record was like, what, 640? Something like that. As of October 2023, Twitch streamer Ibai Llanos, or Llanos, also known as Ibai, holds the record for most concurrent viewers on a Twitch stream with 3.44 million. Almost there, guys. We both just have to get 3.5 million viewers. No record got broken last night, except for mine. And that's awesome, dude. I played fucking Fortnite in 2024.
With Kai already live, it didn't take long before he responded.
Here's the thing with Ninja, bro. If you guys go back to the clips of every time where I broke a record or every time where I passed quote-unquote Ninja, he's always backhanded complimenting me, bro. He's always like, congrats to him, but this happened. Even with the subathon, I did all that just while playing a game, which you did, and that's congratulations. Like, it's crazy to me because like I looked up to Ninja, bro. So every time when like the nigga congratulate me, you don't gotta say, yeah, but my record.
But even after that, Ninja continued to downplay the significance of Kai's record.
Tim the Tap Man and his Fall Guys thing where, you know, he was getting like hundreds of thousands of viewers because he couldn't get his first Fall Guys win. It's one of those things where it's like, dude, you know, Kai's pulling anywhere from 250,000 to plus viewers.
And eventually, Kai had enough.
Were you dying on purpose to keep the stream going?
What's fucking dying on purpose?
What you dying on purpose?
Hey, with the big camera. Put the big camera right here. Ninja. Fuck you, Ninja. You talking about if I'm dying on purpose and shit. You think I want to be playing Minecraft for 5 days? You gonna get on your ass too, Ninja. Every fucking thing I do, you riding.
Yeah,
That moment hit harder because it felt like the new generation finally speaking back to the old face of streaming. In the end, Ninja still helped shape the millennial streaming era, but instead of being remembered as the king of Fortnite, he became one of the most debated streamers the internet ever created. But while Ninja forgot his roots, Markiplier never did. Back in 2012, Mark first started gaining attention through horror game videos, loud reactions, and the kind of chaotic energy that made viewers feel like they were watching their funniest friend lose his mind on camera. But what made Mark different wasn't just the screaming. Behind the jokes, fans could tell he actually cared. Instead of using his platform for drama, he turned it into something bigger in 2018.
Research Institute.
His Tasteful Dudes charity calendar raised $500,000 for the Cancer Research Institute in 2 days, with over $3 million raised to date. And even after pushing past 38 million subscribers, Mark never turned his success into a personality, refusing to flex wealth or act above his fans. In fact, whenever he's reminded of how far he's come, he almost seems in disbelief.
You have an unfathomable amount of money, is what you're telling me.
Yes.
You don't hear many people openly say that, you know?
It's true. People know how many views I get. My channel has had 17 billion views.
17 billion
17
views.
billion views in my channel.
That's insane.
Yes! That's what I'm saying!
That's unfathomable. Like,
I
absolutely unfathomable.
I know!
Especially when you get $1 per view.
Exactly!
And he never missed a chance to show that appreciation back, even breaking down in one emotional video while thanking his audience for standing by him through every chapter of his journey.
And I never given it in my life.
That moment showed fans exactly why they connected with Markiplier. He never forgot the people who helped him get there, and that trust only grew stronger when fans realized he had called out Honey long before the sponsor scandal exploded online.
I got money coming from!
While other creators promoted it, Mark warned people instead, and when the truth came out years later, fans realized he may have saved them from something he never trusted.
I just could have imagined!
While many creators from his era burned out or got exposed, Mark kept evolving. He became a filmmaker, built bigger projects, and still streams and uploads videos to YouTube today. He was loved because even at the top, he still felt human. Moving into Gen X, Dr. Disrespect did the opposite. Back in June 2020, one of the biggest faces on Twitch suddenly left viewers in disbelief after being banned from the platform with no clear explanation.
I appreciate everyone watching today.
In the backyard, who is going to be looking?
We'll get through this Champions Club. I know it's a tough.
Because I don't know this one well.
Life's weird right now.
Doc quickly made his way over to YouTube, but when pressed by fans about what really happened, his response only added to the confusion.
Why did you get banned? We still have no idea.
Yeah, right, dude.
Yeah, I'm not
not buying that one. Bunch of phonies. We have no idea. And I'm going to tell you this right now. As far as I'm concerned, we didn't do anything to warrant a ban, let alone how they went about banning us.
That uncertainty lingered for years until June 2024, when former Twitch employee Cody Connors posted the alleged reason behind Doc's ban. He got banned because he got caught sexting a in the then existing Twitch Whispers product. He was trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon. Case closed, gang. With the allegations out in the open, horrified fans began ripping him apart, though some weren't buying it and demanded proof. Doc didn't stay silent for long, firing back in a tweet. Seriously, I get it. It's a hot topic, but this has been settled. No wrongdoing was acknowledged, and they paid out the whole contract. But that response didn't hold for long. Just 3 days later, he dropped a shocking statement. Now that 2 former Twitch employees have publicly disclosed the accusations, I can now tell you my side of the story regarding the ban. Were there Twitch Whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. The admission triggered widespread backlash across the internet, even getting Penguin Zero to call him out.
An adult communicating inappropriately with is bad. Full stop. It's inexcusable. No matter how you spin it, that is a horrible...
And the consequences kept piling up. Midnight Society, his co-founded gaming company, publicly cut ties with him before YouTube eventually demonetized his channel. In September 2024, Doc tried to defend himself during a return stream.
I'll say it again. Neither I nor the Twitch user exchanged any graphic messages or images. Cody Connors and these other anonymous sources are trying to paint a picture that I was exchanging explicit messages and photos with this Twitch user. That never happened. I even used the word inappropriate purposely. And look at how it's defined by everyone, champs.
But seeing as his YouTube return made him look more defiant than remorseful, Doc eventually took his comeback to Rumble, joining its gaming division. Despite the desperate attempt to move on, the controversy still follows him to this day. YouTube has since remonetized his channel, and while he now streams across YouTube and Rumble, the admission he spent years avoiding now defines how millions of people see him. But while Doc faked it, MANvsGAME didn't. MANvsGAME was one of the original old school streamers who helped shape what Twitch would become. Long before live streaming became a billion-dollar industry, Jason Love was broadcasting from his basement in Montana on Justin.tv.
Good luck. Good luck. Welcome everybody. I can't believe there's already 1,000 people in here to watch me play this game. Even there's like 18,000 of these. Let's pillage this corpse. Dungeon cell key.
And when Twitch officially launched, he moved over and started building a community around good games, real conversation, and a room full of people who felt like they belonged.
Oh, nice. Oh, look at this tweet. And again, happy birthday to Eddie Von Ruckenstein. He is drinking Flathead Cherry Ale, nomming on some homemade red velvet cake, and watching Men's Day with MANvsGAME. Yes.
But what really set him apart were his legendary endurance marathons, sometimes streaming for 24 hours straight while grinding through the hardest games ever made, like Dark Souls and Dead Space.
I really wish that thing would just stop. Bullshit. Getting attacked from all sides by these skags. What is he doing? What was that? This is silly. Goodbye. Bye there. Oh, come on.
And as brutal as those streams got, he never made it feel like a one-man show. He talked with chat, laughed with them, and struggled through every boss fight alongside them, making the stream feel less like content and more like a late-night hangout.
Orange Jesus, welcome to mankind. Come on in. We're gonna be playing some Bloodborne. Oh God! The cleric beast. First boss, get tall. Oh God! Hit him with the learn. Wow! Okay. Now, up in the old, the Molotov, yep. Hit him! Whoa! You don't like that chop him down, mother. What the f***'s going? Hey! No! Oh! Welcome to the Slam Jam. All right.
During his prime, MANvsGAME was one of the most successful streamers on Twitch, actively showing up at TwitchCon events where fans couldn't get enough of him. But after years at the top, he suddenly disappeared, leaving fans wondering where he went. When he finally returned to streaming in 2019, he opened up about everything he'd been going through.
Internet-wise, what happened? I started losing my mind about 5 years ago. Some fairly traumatic events happened, and I have been struggling mentally ever since, and it's getting worse. I hate my streams most of all. That's really what I want to say. I have not been proud of my streams for years. I joke all the time about phoning it in, and it's funny because it's true. That's why I'm like asking you guys not to sub, because I have to change my approach.
He spoke openly about his depression and mental struggles, and fans could tell he wasn't the same. He looked like someone clearly going through a lot, but even then, he kept showing up, doing his best to be there for the community that had stood by him. Then, on December 21st, 2022, MANvsGAME went live for what would become his final stream. He never streamed again. In the end, MANvsGAME became loved because he represented the heart of early Twitch. No fake flexing, no drama machine, just a creator, a game, and a community that actually felt human. Moving into the boomers, Andy Dick took the opposite path. Andy Dick was a comedian and actor whose career started long before live streaming was even a thing.
Andy Dick, I'm pretty certain he crumbles all his cookies in one basket, you know what I mean?
He's like a happy little...
He was the man we laughed with. And then the man we laughed at. He was many things to many people, but he was always a
I always said that if they did one of those true Hollywood thingies about me...
For years, he was known in Hollywood for being unpredictable, controversial, and constantly surrounded by public incidents, including a 2018 firing from a film over groping allegations.
There is one guy that has been fired because of his inappropriate sexual behavior, and that is Andy Dick.
And a 2019 arrest for sexual battery against an Uber driver.
Comedian Andy Dick has been charged with groping a rideshare driver. LA County prosecutors say he faces a charge of misdemeanor sexual battery.
But when the live stream era arrived, that chaos didn't disappear. It just found a new camera.
At some point this year, I will measure it on camera with my face.
In January 2018, Andy was permanently banned from Twitch after appearing on a stream and using illegal substances on camera, becoming one of the first celebrities to get hit with a Twitch ban over an on-air meltdown.
Me. That ain't me. Yeah, I'm a clown.
Then in May 2022, things hit rock bottom. While staying with a group living in RVs and live streaming their lives at an Orange County campground, Andy Dick was arrested on suspicion of felony battery after an adult man accused him of assault. The arrest itself was captured on livestream. For many, it became the clearest example of how livestream culture can turn someone's real-life downfall into content in real time, with no filters, no editing, and no escape. In the end, instead of being remembered for the career he once built, Andy Dick became one of the most chaotic older figures the internet ever watched fall apart live. But while Andy brought chaos, GrndpaGaming brought peace. GrndpaGaming is a retired US Navy who spent over 20 years serving his country before becoming one of the internet's most wholesome older gaming creators.
Eat that.
One more, Grandpa.
Grandpa got them all, yes! Holy Hey, that was a no-scope with a triple tape.
At first, people clicked because they couldn't believe what they were seeing. A grandpa sitting at a gaming setup, playing competitive shooters, and casually hitting shots most younger players would miss.
What made you want to play these type of games? Because I'm a killer, a trained killer.
Oh, yeah, headshot, baby. Headshot. Boom. Ooh. And another one bites the dust.
But the more people watched, the more they realized fans didn't just love him because he was older. It was because he was genuinely good, and he made gaming feel timeless.
There's times that I put 100 hours a week into this, or possibly more. I've done a 38-hour stream, many 24-hour streams. You know, I'll just get into it, and it seems like it never ends.
Ow! Oh, did you see that? Ass pan, ass pan. Everyone needs an ass pan. Strap it on, it'll do you right. It'll save your ass in a firefight. Ass pan.
Before streaming, GrndpaGaming had already lived an entire life away from the camera. He served in the Navy, became a diver, dealt with serious injuries, battled cancer, and still found a way to turn gaming into something joyful.
You'll see a big scar right there. That was from a machete in the Philippines. If I sit in this chair for more than 20, 30 minutes, the feeling in my hands is gone. Everything from the shoulder down to the fingertips. I can feel the pressure, but it's all numb.
And that's what made his rise feel different. He wasn't chasing clout, acting young, or forcing himself into internet culture. He was just being himself, a veteran, a gamer, and a grandpa. And somehow that made him stand out more than almost anyone else.
Next time you run in front of my torpedoes, I'm gonna put a full sprint in your ass.
Did I say you can come in my house? You didn't knock on the door. Doink! I did it! I did it!
For Gramps, streaming gave him escape, purpose, and most importantly, people.
Oh, right in the head! Did you see that? Oh, he's looking at... Oh!
Gramps was always happy to have people around, helping whenever he could. In one memorable moment, he and his team worked together to help an 8-year-old earn his very first Apex Legends victory.
Oh my god. Good game.
This is a YouTube
material.
And it's heartfelt moments like these that have earned Gramps the respect and admiration of his viewers.
One young man said that his parents thought that what he was doing was a waste of time. And I said, well, don't listen to that. Those are naysayers. About 2 weeks later, he came back and thanked me because now his parents are behind him 100% because he actually showed his parents clips of what I did, and they just jumped on the bandwagon, and now he's happy as can be.
And that's where his community became special. Even though he loved talking smack and joking with younger players, his stream was never a free-for-all. GrndpaGaming built strict rules around his community.
In the stream itself, there's no politics, no racism, no religion at all. We don't talk about it. And that's because bitter wars have been started over race, religion, and politics. Those are the rules. Those are the big rules right there.
That's why fans didn't just see him as a funny old gamer. They saw him as someone who actually cared about the space he was building, a place where people could laugh, ask for advice, and feel welcome.
A successful stream would be any stream to where we had a lot of laughs, interaction with the chat where they're asking for advice, and I would give them advice.
That love only grew stronger as fans watched him encourage younger players and show older generations that gaming could be connection, healing, and a way to keep going when life gets heavy.
It's not just about gaming, it's about influencing people, giving them good advice, even showing the older generation that you can still have fun, a golden age or a silver age, and cope with life. That's what we're all about.
In the end, GrndpaGaming didn't become loved because he followed streaming trends. He became loved because he broke the stereotype completely, showing millions of people that you don't age out of gaming. You just keep playing.
Everyone's gonna die sometime. Whether I die today or next year or 50 years from now, it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't scare me in the least. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and nothing's gonna hold me back.